Hi folks, it's Danny at Bradley James Classics and I'm bringing you a modern car again today. This one is a trade-in against one of our classic cars, and it's a Volvo V50 from late 2005. It's certainly done some miles, 183,000, and it is in actually very good condition considering its mileage. It certainly doesn't look like it's covered those miles, and we'll have a look around together and see if you agree. Now, it had actually been owned by an engineer who had looked after the car very well because he was using it to get to work, and it's had a huge spend, in fact much more than what the car's being sold for today, at about 173,000 miles when he first had it. He had a cam belt and water pump tensioner. He also had a DPF filter, catalytic converter, or DPF is a catalytic converter for a diesel, I guess. It had a clutch with a dual mass flywheel. That's a rather expensive item, and it's a 2-litre diesel car with a 6-speed manual gearbox, and actually, because of that manual gearbox, it keeps it very economical, but it goes really well, drives particularly well. And it's an SE model, so that does give you nice alloy wheels and leather interior, air conditioning, and a decent stereo system and other stuff, I'm sure. It's graphite grey, and we're going to do that little walk around together. So let's start down the side of the car. So that rear panel looks to be in good shape, as does the rear door, and if I get close there might be a bit of a parking dent there, but pretty minor. A little mark on the driver's door there, nothing too dramatic. And as I look around the front of the car, there's some curving to the alloy wheels. The tyres look to be good, very good all round. A minor mark here on the front bumper, but pretty minor. A good bonnet and front bumper generally. Tiny little scuff here, good front wing, a few little parking marks, I guess. This little scratch here, again I'm sure that would polish out. Respectable down this side, again with the rear door, similar little scratch, and a few little bits and pieces over the rear arch, but again if I stand back a couple of feet it looks very respectable. Walking around the back, very minor scuff here on the corner of the bumper, and pretty decent from the rear. Let's have a quick look inside, and that's quite a large. Well, it's like a small estate car, so a good size hatch, and a little pocket under there to store stuff. I think the spare wheel probably goes under there. Very clean and tidy in here. I'm not seeing a luggage cover, so I have to tell you it doesn't have one, or this one doesn't. 12-volt socket in the back, and actually in here there's some paperwork and there's a spare key. So I wouldn't describe that as everything that's ever spent on the car, but it does have its logbook and some paperwork. I'm going to open up the back door and have a look inside. Here, that's those leather seats I mentioned. They all appear to be in good order, as does the carpet, and the headlining looks pretty clean. I've just noticed there's probably the worst bit on the car, there's a little scuff here, but again I've gotten very close to show you that. I'm going to sit behind the steering wheel. Okay, so back in here, cup holders, leather seats. Car is very clean inside. It smells nice and fresh. You've got a rather smart sort of floating dashboard back, meaning it sort of sits off from the rest of the car here. There's a display here with the radio information. There's your air conditioning buttons here, and a multi-function steering wheel. Looks like to have cruise control, and there's your switch gear here. Now I've got a key in my pocket somewhere. Let's put that key in and start her up. And it's important to make sure, let's turn the radio off, it's important to make sure the warning lights come on, to make sure they then go off. So it's telling me that it wants a little washer fluid, which we'll be sure to do. Off with the handbrake, that's one light, and that's what that little warning light is. 180 miles worth of fuel if you buy it quickly, and there's the 183,000 miles on the speedo. Let's just turn that off in case it's noisy for the listeners. But yeah, very pleasant inside. So it's a trading car, which I think with the servicing and the repair work that's been done would serve you well. I mean, the price is strongly adjusted because of the mileage. I think it's a bit of a bargain. And as I say, stepping back, it looks to be a very good car for the money. It drives perfectly well. I've just been driving it myself this morning, so it's had a good test drive, and I can assure you that there are no known faults and issues, and she's in stock now. So I'm going to take some photographs, and if you get in touch through the usual channel, you're very welcome to come and have a look at this car and take her for a test drive, and I'll be happy to help you with any inquiries. We offer a part exchange service and a full UK delivery service for those who need those services. Thanks folks, Danny at Bradley James Classics signing out.